Now look at you, got guns as well. Look at those.
Them.
Helena has been in our one-to-one online coaching program now for over a year, and as you can see from these photos, her transformation has been incredible. But it doesn't just stop at her body transformation. Her mindset shifted, her routine has completely changed, as have her priorities, and it's also had an impact on her husband and also her family life. She's also going to talk in this video about some of the challenges that she's faced on her journey so far. So have a watch, it's quite an entertaining video. And if you're interested in joining our one-to-one online coaching program after you watch this, or just having a conversation with me, click the link below and set up a call with me.
Before we started working together, I'll take your mind all the way back. How were you actually feeling about your body, your energy, your routine, just everything?
Well, body was probably, I think when I contacted you, I was literally at my all-time lowest, I think, with my body confidence. Because what actually got me to get in touch with you is it had been my sister's 30th birthday, and obviously everyone sent out the pictures and stuff like that, and I literally cried for 2 days. I was like, I can't believe I let myself get to that point, and I had no energy. I was always tired. I weren't really doing anything. Like, I weren't doing anything, and yeah, body confidence was at an all-time low. And I've never been I've never had like body confidence anyway. It was something I've always struggled with. But yeah, definitely I'd hit rock bottom then, and I think that sort of spurred me on. That I hated what I saw, and I'm not getting any younger, and I knew I needed some help with it. And I just in general, I had no motivation, like no routine. Just so it was just and it was unhealthy. Like, it was just ultimately, it was just I was becoming a really unhealthy lifestyle, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Now look at you, got guns as well. Look at those.
Them.
Love it. Okay, cool. And then what had you already tried in the past that didn't stick, and why do you think it kept falling apart?
I don't really think I'd really generally tried much, because I've always been quite a healthy eater. I think alcohol played a massive part in like my decline. Not that it was a problem. Well, it's not that it was a problem, but it was just drinking way too much. I enjoy wine, I enjoy prosecco, but it's just becoming like more of a daily habit rather than like a weekend luxury or a night out luxury. But in the past I joined the gym and stuff like that, but I actually hate going to the gym, which is also why this works really well for me, because I can do everything from home. I haven't got to worry about that intimidating feeling of walking into a gym. But just in the past I've done some like spin classes, like tried body pump and things like that, which I do enjoy, but God, it was just a few classes like here and there, and it was never anything I could stick with.
Yeah. Food wise, like any diets or anything like that you've done before?
No real sort of diets, I say, other than just generally trying to eat healthily. But so then the weekends come, don't they? And then you're like, oh, I've eaten healthy all week, and I'm going to have a Chinese and Indian and God knows what else I can cram into my weekend.
I know, all in one night as well, you were saying.
I probably would have given it a good
go. Good stuff. Okay, so and what were your hesitations? Did you have any hesitations? Did anything nearly stop you from starting, like in the first place?
Probably, like, this actually sounds quite crazy, really, but I think I was almost embarrassed, because I know my sister's, like my older sister, she joined you, and I think that's probably where I kind of got your details, and maybe I started following you from like when she joined you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, I think I got in such like that rut, and I felt so embarrassed. Like, when I literally can't look back at like pictures of myself from my sister's party, like I've had to delete them all. So I think I just got to a point where I was just embarrassed, and I think then you get, I'm never going to get better. Like, I'm never going to be able to shift this way, or be where I want to be and be the person I want to be. So I think actually it was like a bit of an embarrassment type of thing, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hesitate to reach out to me or not?
I think I got to a line, didn't I? I think I probably messaged you on one of your like socials or something like that. But I was still very reluctant, like, to join in, because I knew the commitment, and I was like, oh God, have I got it in me? Like, I feel like I feel like I was so far gone with ever trying to get back into shape or where I wanted to be, or even just getting going. I've lost my train of thought. What was your question?
No, I think it's really interesting, because I think that so many people feel like that, like, as in, I'm too far gone, like this is just irreversible, and or like, I've had so many people that message me and they'll say, like, I need to get my fitness levels up before I start with you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But that's what I help you with. Like, that's
Yeah, no,
that's like
definitely. And I
hiring a
think you
cleaner and
said
saying,
to
I'm going to
me,
clean my house before I start with you, before I want you to come in and clean my house.
I think you actually said, like, if you're going to do it, and I think you said the same to Craig, like, you need to start now. There's no point, you know, starting next week. And I thought, oh, here we go, like another salesy kind of guy. Like, I literally did think, I was like, oh, the pressure's on. But
Yeah.
I'm so glad it was like that, because I think I would have just talked myself out of it again.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
glad you said
totally
that, because I
get
struggle with
now.
that a lot. As in, like, I used to work in recruitment, and that was so salesy, and I'm really
Yeah.
not that type of person.
No.
He was like, oh yeah, I want to get started, and I was like, mate, if you've got the motivation, if you've got that get up and go now, well, clearly you've got the motivation, because you sent me a message.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, make the most of it. Let's do it. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you've not lost the salesy side of it." And I was like, "Mate, like, I'm not. I see this all the time, and you are going to sit on it forever.
Yeah.
Not do it." And he still
Oh
hasn't
no, if
joined.
you hadn't have been like that with me, I wouldn't have done it. Like,
Yeah,
I know I wouldn't have done it.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. So he still hasn't joined 3 months or 4 months later. So
We can only try so much.
absolutely, yeah. Okay, cool. And then so then you joined. So in the first few weeks of you joining, what would you say surprised you the most?
Kind of like my dedication to it. I think I was like all in. I was like, and it's actually stayed as well, because I don't think my routine with things has sort of changed. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that, like, my head was in it, and then obviously, like, you start to feel good, and then it kind of just rolls. It just keeps rolling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I was surprised at that, because, like I say, in the past, all I'd ever done is a few, like, spin classes, body pump, that kind of thing. Never really stuck to it quite clearly. But I think, yeah, I feel quite proud of myself for that, because it's really easy sometimes to just be like, nothing's happening, and there has been a few of those moments. But yeah, I think just that, maybe like my dedication to it, and
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and just sort of making it part of my life. I'm so surprised that I've just made it part of my life, and it's something that I won't compromise now. It's like a must on my list of to-dos, and I just kind of, yeah, that's sort of how I try and be like now.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that on a week-to-week basis, you're like so consistent. And I often say, like, it's the motivation you'll have initially. There'll be like a little bit of a spark there, and it'll be like, I want to do something for myself. Some people won't actually allow themselves to actually go over that line and actually sign up and do it. But when you, like you say, when you start to do exercise, you start to eat better, etc., it creates like a positive, you almost like create the motivation even more for yourself.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah,
I know, like, at the end of my, like, working day, I'm always knackered. Like, at the end of my day, I feel like my job's quite a mentally draining job.
Yeah.
But I know that I have to go home and I have to move. Like, I need to get it out of my system.
Yeah.
And I would never have done that a year ago. Like, no chance. I would have come home, poured myself a glass of wine, made myself a quick 10-minute meal, and sat on my ass for the evening. But my mindset will not let me do that now.
Yeah.
It's like mental. It's like two totally different people. Like, from me now to a year ago, I can't really get it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's mad.
it's good that you remember that though, because so many people don't actually remember what they were like when they first joined.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can change. Obviously, it changes your body, but it changes so many other areas of your life.
Yeah.
And then if you're then doing that, like you're coming home from work and you're doing that for yourself, like then I would imagine you're then showing up better as a parent. Do you know what I mean? Like rather than
Yeah.
just go over there and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You have a glass of
Definitely.
wine.
I do try. Yeah. Like it's just clear a headspace for sure, and it's just that motivation to be better, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all just it's honestly I can't tell you the impact. It's the difference it's had on me is mad.
Good. Amazing. Okay, and what would you say your like specific results have been since starting? Have you got anything that you can kind of
Well,
pinpoint?
obviously, like the weight has shifted that I hated before. I feel stronger. That just the motivation as well, like just to get stuff done and things like that. Yeah, it's just all those kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it have an impact like you were on holiday? Did it have an impact in like clothes you were wearing?
Oh god, yeah, for sure. I literally would always have a bit of a meltdown. I'd hide behind like your beach cover-ups and things like that. But now I actually like felt good about putting on a swimsuit, and I didn't have a fear about it, and
Yeah.
always feeling like a bigger person in in swimwear and things like that. So yeah, that's massive. Don't get me wrong, still definitely had a bit of a wobble. But yeah, not like before. And also when I before going away as well, it'd just be like a bit more of a like again, just the motivation comes back in because it's like, oh, I've got that holiday, I'm just gonna just work that little bit harder because I know that I wanna feel my absolute best and not feel like how I used to feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, and actually, I've just had a really long holiday and completely overindulged and stuff like that. I know that, and by the end of it, I really did feel it. But at the back of my head, in that, I was like, do you know what? It's actually all right because I know when I get home, I now know what I've got to do to get back to feeling how I want to feel.
Yeah.
So on like just to like flip it around a little bit, that was also like a positive thing rather than getting then stuck back in that rut of thinking, oh, well, I know I've put on weight. I don't feel good. I'm just going to crack back on with what I'm doing at home, like just carry on this eating what I want, not really doing anything. But like I say, I knew kind of how I could fix that again.
Yeah. What a shift that is, by the way, because
yeah,
like I see that all the time where people they'll message me and they'll go, "Oh, I went on holiday like 2 months ago, and I'm still acting the same way as if I'm like, still on
that's
holiday."
it. And I knew that weren't going to happen. Like I literally come home off of a 20-hour flight straight down Tesco, got my shopping in, and we're ready to go again. And it was such a good feeling. I was like, I need to get back to what I actually love doing again now.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, holidays are great. They're lovely that you can overindulge and enjoy it like that. But I was really looking forward to feeling good again at the end of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Can you describe a moment where you realize this is like from your whole journey? Can you describe a moment where you realize like, oh, this is actually working?
When it was like in December, as everyone is, all of our weekends were planned out. So we was eating out a lot and things like that. And you sent that plan through that if you're going to be eating out and this is what you can do, so you obviously don't put too much weight on or do you remember that thing that you sent out to help us track our calories? Yeah, and in December, I think I probably looked my actually best I've ever looked, and I was like, how does this work? And I think that was a bit like a pinnacle moment of just being like, this can be, because at the beginning I was like, okay, this is great for now, but how do I do this in the future? Like, how do I carry on doing this? Like, is this just going to be another quick fix? But like realizing that you can still have a really active social life and things like that, and you don't have to miss out on things, but just that, you know, if you do certain things, it's like,
Pick your moments, don't you?
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So in December worked out really well for me, because I think I was like, I lost the most weight I think I've ever lost, and I felt amazing, and I was going out every weekend. So
Yeah.
that was really good for me, because I thought, oh, this actually can work long term. It's not just going to be like another quick
Versus
fix.
like a normal December mindset would be, I'll start in January.
Yeah.
Like I'll just stop doing everything. I've got far too much on, so I
Yeah,
can't.
exactly. I can't make this work. So, but it actually had the complete opposite effect for me, because it was like I was doing all the things I really wanted to do. I weren't missing out. I was having loads of social time, doing loads of nice things with my family, and still completely somehow managed to stay on track, and felt in the craziest month of the whole year, felt at my absolute best. So that was, I was like, yeah, you know what, this is good.
It's amazing. You said somehow the way you did it was because you planned it all out. You prepared for it, so it wasn't. You didn't leave it up to chance.
Right, we're on a float.
That's amazing. Good. Okay, cool. So, how would you describe your day-to-day life now, and how is that different to compared to like before we worked together? Like your energy levels, your confidence, how your clothes fit, all that kind of stuff.
Well, clothes fitting, now I need to go and probably buy a whole new wardrobe, which is a great thing, but my wallet don't like that. But I'm here for that. My day to day, like, probably couldn't be they're polar opposites. So, like, on my, like, I won't go a day if I can't. I need to get my steps in, so I use like my lunch break to get my steps in. So I go for an hour, which I suppose is a bit of a luxury, because I know not everyone gets like hour-long lunch breaks and stuff, but every day I'll go for my walk around the park. I get an hour in there, and that's where the majority of my steps get in. So I know that, okay, that's ticked off. Food is planned and prepped. Every Monday is like I go and get my shopping in, so I know what food I've got in the cupboards, what dinners we've got available. And in my head, although I don't plan them every single day, I know what I've got to use. And obviously my protein always comes first in my meal, and I plan that around. Whereas before I'd been like, well, maybe how much, I don't know, how many chips can I pile up on my plate, and what bit of chicken can I shove on the side? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really different. Like, looking at my diet's totally different. Like I say, it was always my diet. I joke about the chips and stuff, but even like, you know, like weekends, we've just had a weekend where we was out on Saturday and Sunday, and we was eating out. But I might sound a bit extra by doing this, but they're not places that I really wanted to eat at, and they didn't fit with where I want to be. So I was like, right, that's cool, we can still go, you will go and eat, but I'll eat before, and I'll make sure I've got food at home to eat afterwards. So I still went and had a lovely time, but I didn't have a plate of chips and barbecue food and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that. Does that sound really extra? I don't know.
No, not at all.
But yeah, it's just like those sort of things. I'll just pick and choose now much more what I'm doing. Does it work for me? Doesn't mean everyone else has got to miss out, and I don't feel like I'm missing out, because I still go, and I still feel good at the end of it, because I know I'm doing what I want to do. Like I say, like lift my weights every day. I weren't doing that before. Drink. I have stopped drinking alcohol altogether, which has been again a positive for me. That weren't really doing me any favours. I've forgotten what the question was again. I'm just rambling.
No, it's amazing. And so you go out and you've already eaten something before. You go out, you enjoy yourself, and then you eat something after. I think that's great. You don't do that all the time, because like sometimes you'll go like, oh yeah, no, I want to go to this place and I want to eat that food, so I know how to manage that. But for me, that's you holding a boundary of like, I'm not just going to go along with the crowd because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
I know what's going to make me feel good, and I know what goals I've got. Therefore, I'm going to do this. And I think a lot of people struggle with that for a couple of reasons. I would say they struggle with that because of like themselves. They don't want to feel like the awkward one who's just like sitting there, oh, no thanks, I'm not going to eat. But then also I think the other thing is the pressure from everybody else, or the comments from
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, I've definitely had a few of them.
Have you? I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. I don't care no more though. I'm here for it. I'm just like I think I said to you before, didn't I? I was like, the comments are really starting to piss me off at one point.
Yeah.
There were some funny ones, but I was just like, but no, I don't care. And people will say like, oh, like you're looking like, you look great, you look well and stuff like that. But that's because I'm picking and choosing not to, like, if there's a night out and we're going to, say, a restaurant that I want to go to, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll eat because that's what I've chose to do. But I'll have already thought about that during the week, and I would have held back my calories and to allow for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people, at first I didn't really know when people were commenting, it did offend me, but now I think it says more about them than it does me. So it don't really bother me anymore at all.
Yeah. 100%. Love that.
It's more like the snide comments, like, you don't eat, and I'm like, yeah, I do eat. I just pick what I eat. I'm just not in the kitchen eating biscuits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some funny ones, but yeah, like I say, I just try and think, well, it says more about you as a person than it does me for wanting to try and be better.
Yeah.
I don't feel what I've done is extreme in any way. It's
No.
just healthier choices and better choices.
Yeah. People don't like that because that's you.
No.
There's a mirror, and it reflects back on them, and they've got to look at themselves and go, do you know what? Yeah, I'm not looking after myself very well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Okay, good for you. So how would you say you feel now mentally, not just physically? Because I know that before on your form that you filled out when you was saying like how you feel right now, it was like brain fog and all of that kind of stuff. So how do you feel now?
Like just a clear head. Like I think I just can't explain it. Yeah, clearer head. Wake up more energy. Like I can wake up now. I'm not a morning person, so I would say it's my day off today. So I probably would have sat in bed probably till, I'm not joking, till probably like 10, half 10. I probably would have been hungover from the weekend before, so I'm already sluggish and tired, starting on a bit of a back foot and stuff like that. So it's like more of a, like everything just feels clearer, more motivated. I don't have like those like big dips, like when you're on a high and then you're on the low and things like that. It's just more, I'd say, more consistent and things like that, like mentally. Just a clearer mindset.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. And you might have already answered this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What has been your biggest breakthrough or takeaway from this process?
God, I don't really know how to answer it. I just think that if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah.
I didn't think, when I joined you, I thought, I'll just stick at this for a few months, see how we get on. But yeah, it's just like that. No, I can't. I don't really know how to answer.
Yeah, it's like I think that's like a self-protection thing almost, of like, oh, I'll just do a couple of months and see how I go, and then if it doesn't work, then I can kind of get myself out of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, and I get that, but I think for you, like, you've just been so consistent, and just continually showed up that like there was no other option but then you be successful at what you've done.
Yeah, like when I think I couldn't take it out of my life now, I don't know, just it is. Again, it probably sounds really extra, but I feel like it's such a big part of my life now that I can't take it away. Like
yeah, you couldn't see it any other way. Yeah.
No, that's when like I say, like I said it to a couple of my friends, like I don't recognise the person I was probably a year ago now. And I know which person I prefer, so I hope I don't go back to being that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a better all round
Yeah.
person. I don't know. Yeah.
Kate and I are a bit weird. We watched a podcast the other day, or like a YouTube video. And have you heard of Tony Robbins?
Yeah. Who is he? Remind me who he is.
So he's like I mean, he says he's not a motivational speaker, but people would describe him as a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
So he is like an American guy.
Right.
And he was basically coaching this guy on like a live call. And he was like, this person that you're being now is not the same person that you was like 5 minutes ago. Like you were laughing and joking 5 minutes ago, and now you've gone really serious again. Like, who is this person? And he gave each of those people a name. And Kate was like, oh, you're being a different person now. Like, what's this person's name? She's like, I'm going to call him Alan. so like when I'm being a certain type of person that I don't actually like, I'm like, no, I'm being Alan.
You're Alan. Alan's really ugly head.
Yeah. And Kate's is Catherine. I'm like, you're being far too Catherine now, not Kate.
Not a Karen.
Yeah. Oh, I should have called her Karen.
I can definitely be a Karen, that's for sure. Like, there's no shame.
But I found it really helpful to like separate the two, because like you're not always this person. Like you show up as somebody most of the time, but you will also creep into being someone that you're not proud of, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's helpful. Like you've done that, even on a subconscious level, you've been able to do that, and like separate the two and go, no, do you know what? That person I really didn't like being that person, and I'm not going to go back there.
Yeah.
This is Helena. This is who I actually am.
Yeah.
And that's the same when you go out for meals and stuff. Like you're fully being you, like unapologetically. I'm Helena, and I don't care what any of you think. I'm doing this, and if you don't like it,
I did it all weekend. So that's okay.
I love it.
But yeah, no, like at the beginning, people like they was all like, "Oh God, come on!" Like, you brought your lunchbox out with you, that sort of thing. I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I have actually." They all sit there at the restaurant having their food, and I've got my lunchbox out. But
I love that.
I don't care. Like,
no.
Well, you do you.
And what would you say for someone, if anyone's watching this video, and thinking that won't work for me, what would you say to that person?
Like, if I can do it, like I feel like anyone could do it. And it's not big drastic changes. It's such a simple thing. Like I feel like it's really peeled back. It's not any big fancy diet. It's not like you've got to run 26 miles every day or anything like that. This is what I say to like my friends. I'm like, when they say, well, how have you done it? And I'm like, oh, literally look at what I'm eating. Like I just look at what you're eating. I get my steps in, I drink water, and I lift some weights. Like it's literally like 4 things. It's not like it's not mind blowing stuff, and it is stuff that we actually all know. There's such basic steps. It's not hard. It doesn't have to be stressful.
Yeah.
And just give it a go.
Yeah. I think it's that. So it's so easy to do it. It's also so easy not to do it.
Yeah.
The thing that most people miss out on is the accountability to keep doing it consistently.
Yeah.
So like you keep checking in. I keep messaging you non-stop.
I think half of my check-ins, I don't even really put anything in there, but I just like to do it because I think, oh, well, I've done it now. I've done my pictures, I've done my measurements, I've done my check-in. If there's anything I want to ask you, I know I can ask you. But like my check-ins must be really boring because there's not really much on there. But I feel like I've done it. That's part of like my routine. I've done it, and like again, it's just the accountability, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I still on track? Am I still doing what I know I doing? Week after week, and it's just like stacking blocks.
Yeah, definitely ticking them off.
Yeah. If you could go back and talk to yourself before you started, what would you tell the old Helena?
Don't order the Chinese and put the wine down.
Start moving.
Start moving, get up, Fatty. Probably that, like literally stop it, because like I've just said to you, it doesn't have to be really like, I've not given up anything. I just choose better now what I'm doing. So don't be like scared or put off by it. And you're never going to feel worse for doing it. So just start. I think that's the hardest part, is just starting.
Yeah, love it. And obviously it had a bit of an impact on your partner as well.
Yeah.
Forced him to kind of go, you know what, maybe I need to do something for myself here.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking trim, the boy. Much like, again, going back to him, like when we was away as well, like even he was like, I'm actually looking forward to going home and lifting, like getting back in, like lifting my weights again. I feel like my muscles ain't there, or like you know, like eating like a healthier meal again. So he's definitely, it's like impacted like both of us really, which is really nice.
Yeah. Good.
And he couldn't have been more supportive, and I think that's actually really nice that he gave him a bit of a kick up the arse to do it as well, because again, he weren't scared off by like it being a big scary diet or anything like that. We could sort of see how basic it is to make the changes and stuff. And
I
mean, he's doing good. He looks good.
Yeah, good stuff. Amazing. Last question. Someone is there sitting on the fence. They don't know whether to do it, whether to start or whether to not start, or go and do something else. What would you say to them?
Just do what I do. Just ask the questions. Just start. Just try and just start. And I think that is the hardest thing, isn't it? It's starting. It's reaching out. It's asking the questions and stuff like that. But
being vulnerable.
Sorry.
Being vulnerable enough to.
Just put yourself out there. Like, that's how I don't feel like what I feel like. People don't feel embarrassed by it. Like, it's not going to be something you regret. And even if the plan isn't, you know, it doesn't go to plan, that's why you're there. And it's not as scary as I thought it was going to be at all. So just give it a go, and you'll probably be like me, still be with you nearly a year later.
Well, I can't get rid of you, can I?
No, sorry, I feel like I'm here for the long term now. So.
I mean, Harriet's been with me for like 3 years.
I
really can't get rid of Harriet. She's just.
Oh well. It's just because it's easy and it's nice and it's not scary.
Yeah.
So
good. Well, that's always my goal. My goal is always to create a plan that's not going to like take over your life. It's going to be something that kind of fits into your life that already existed. Same with food. I've not changed your food. Like, you eat pretty much the food that you want to eat. And it's all about going, okay, let's just change a couple of little things and get huge results. Like, you've totally changed your body. So
it's all positive. It's all good.
Yeah, good. Amazing. That's it, Helena. That's all I need you for. Thank you so much. And thank you for being an amazing client, because you're so good to work with.
No, thank you.
So yeah, good stuff.
Nice. Cool. Cheers, Al.
No worries. Thank you for your time.
No worries.
Enjoy your week.
You too. Catch you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.